Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, I'm going to be introducing you to a brand new stock on the channel. They're focused on both gold and lithium here in Canada. The name is Newfoundland Discovery Corp, and I'm really excited to talk about this one for a number of reasons we're going to lay out in today's presentation. Now before we get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. And let me know in the comments section below if you've heard of this company before, if you're currently holding shares, and what your outlook is for the Canadian lithium sector over the next couple of years. Now with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Newfoundland Discovery Corp, trades under the ticker symbol NEWD, NEWD, on the CSE here in Canada. This one's super interesting. They've got a diversified business model. We're going to talk about what that means a little bit later in the presentation. But before we jump over to the company website, I quickly wanted to take a look at the chart because we've definitely seen some big moves in terms of price action over the last couple of months. So this is as of close on Thursday, March 23rd. You can see they were flat on the session, closed out at 14.5 cents Canadian, and over the past 6 months we've seen some big spikes. We really hit a strong support in the middle of December at about 4 cents. Then fast forward to the start of February, we hit highs similar to where we're at right now of about 14 cents. We then witnessed a big pullback towards the end of February down to about 6.5 cents, and we've now seen another big jump just in the last couple of weeks in relation to Newfoundland Discovery Corp. And you can see this most recent run really started about the middle of March 15th, jumping from 7.5 cents all the way up to 14.5 cents, where we closed out on the 23rd. And we're going to look at a share structure slide a little bit later in the investor presentation, but market cap on this one is sub $15 million. It's a nano cap company in every sense of the word, and it really gives you the opportunity to get in at the ground floor of an extremely exciting company, again with a focus not only on gold, but on the highly anticipated and fast growth lithium space here in Canada. Now with that being said, and to kick off today's presentation, I wanted to jump over to the corporate website. I'll leave a link in the video description below if you'd like to go in and take a closer look for yourself and give you guys a little bit of background and context into what it is Newfoundland Discovery Corp is all about, their strategy and their assets. So you can see patient developers, prudent operators, and partners in prosperity. Newfoundland Discovery is a Canadian exploration company with an experienced leadership team focused on efficiency, asset quality, integrity, and environmental responsibility. And if you continue to scroll down on this page, you can see some of the key differentiators in terms of Newfoundland Discovery compared to some of the other exploration stage operators here in Canada. So number one, first mover positioning. We've talked about this a lot in our previous videos, especially as it relates to the lithium extraction space. So their focus on lithium and precious metals in safe jurisdictions here in Canada, such as Ontario, Quebec, and Newfoundland, are going to provide first mover advantage for Newfoundland Discovery. We're going to look at these various different assets in each one of these provinces a little bit later in the presentation. Partnerships with investors with successful track records behind them. So strong shareholder base, which includes Eric Sprott and Blair Naughty, who are each respectively over 10% owners of the company. Very well known in the Canadian investment community, especially in the resource space. And the third point here is this diversified portfolio of high-profile projects, and we're going to talk about exactly what that means as we move into the investor presentation. And with that being said, you'll see a very consistent theme in the investor deck, focused again around the seasoned management team, the patient developer strategy, prudent operations, and that partner in prosperity focus. Now with that being said, I wanted to pause for a second, zoom out, and talk about the lithium market and the opportunity here in a little bit more detail. This is something we've discussed in prior lithium focused videos, but the opportunity that's presenting itself here, you guys, really is a once in a lifetime situation, as we're beginning to see mass adoption of electric vehicles around the world that are really driving the demand for lithium in a way the world has never seen. So primarily electric vehicles, but also energy storage systems, 5G devices, Internet of Things infrastructure are all contributing to the driving or growing demand of lithium in the market. Not to mention the push from both the Canadian and the United States government to bring a lot of the lithium production onshore and within our own borders. So here you can see the electric vehicle sales projected out to 2025 with that exponential growth. Here you can see the lithium processed supply really moving up and to the right in the same manner. And they're expecting this growth in the EV market to continue to be strong for decades to come with compound annual growth. And as we've alluded to in previous videos, the raw material supply chain is expected to be a supreme challenge for years and years to come based on this high compound growth rate. So they're expecting, based on the current supply issues, a 5 to 6 year window for sustained higher lithium prices. Again, which we've mentioned in previous videos, the price of lithium is at an all-time high right now. And that's why this first mover advantage, or the first company to really bring their lithium product to market, is so critical right now, and why companies like Newfoundland Discovery represent such an exceptional investment opportunity in today's market. And here's a few additional supporting graphics. So here you can see the total supply of lithium out until 2040 in the green bar chart compared to the base case demand for lithium in the lighter green line chart here. And as you can see, this gap is really the supply demand imbalance that we're witnessing, which is continuing to drive the price of lithium up. Now the visuals on the right here are super interesting. I haven't seen these in any other investor deck, but they talk about some of the lithium requirements by various different gigafactories that are planned to be built out until 2030. So you can see all the various different companies like Tesla, for example, and where they're actually building these gigafactories. So in the case of Tesla, that's Nevada. But we also have other major players like Panasonic, LG, Toyota, and Ultium that are also planning to build massive factories over the next few years that are going to significantly drive the demand for lithium. So with all that being said, obviously more lithium exploration is required, and that's exactly where Newfoundland Discovery comes into the equation. And again, a nice little visual here with some interesting facts. So by the year 2032, for example, in that year alone, they're going to require more lithium than that which was mined from 2015 to 2022 combined. So in 2032, they're going to require more lithium than 7 years of mining activity from 2015 to 2022. And in 2040, they're expecting to need more lithium per month than was mined in all of 2021. So you can see that exponential growth in demand as they allude to over here. The lithium demand has skyrocketed over the last 2 years and shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Again, which is why exploration stage companies are so critical in this equation. So with all that being said, I now wanted to introduce the first project we're going to discuss in today's video, which is the Sugar project located in Ontario with a specific focus on lithium. Now, as you can see on the legend on the left here, there's various different commodities produced in the province of Ontario. Lithium is indicated by these teal colored circles with the white plus sign. And as we've discussed in prior mining or resource focused videos, you want to be in an area where they've already found this commodity or resource in previous experience. So you can see the Newfoundland Discovery projects are located very close in terms of proximity and geology to some of these existing lithium deposits. And on top of that, you've got close proximity to rail access, the Trans-Canada Highway, major population centers in terms of staffing and expertise, and active logging, which gives access to a lot of these remote locations through their logging roads. So the Quetico subprovince comprises of a sequence of metamorphosized sedimentary rocks. Within this sedimentary rock formation, you've got metasedimentary and metavolcanic rocks, and lithium mineralization is found in the pegmatites that intrude this metasedimentary rock formation. Now, with all that being said, the Sugar project itself consists of 7 claim blocks totaling about 2,400 hectares. And on this view here, you can see the proximity to roads, highways, power lines, and rail access. So this is a super exciting property for a number of reasons. It's in an extremely mining friendly jurisdiction. They've got close and existing proximity to infrastructure. They're in a region which is known for lithium deposits, and the area itself has seen a renewed focus in lithium exploration with a number of companies actively exploring in this region. Now moving along here, the next province of interest is Newfoundland, obviously where the company gets its name. These projects are focused on gold specifically. They're located in the central Newfoundland gold belt known as the CNGB. And as you'll see, they're all located along a major crustal scale deformation and fault zones that are an integral part of the gold deposits of the CNGB or Central Newfoundland Gold Belt. So this map here shows all the various different projects. Newfoundland Discovery's projects are shown in black, so Rodgers Cove, Grub claims, Bursey's claims, Jonathan's Pond South, and the Southwest Pond. And as you can see, all of these land packages were acquired back in 2021 between June 3rd, when Newfoundland Discovery acquired Grub and Bursey's locations, all the way to July 21st, where they expanded their land holdings from 877 to 1,195 claims, covering about 300 square kilometers at the Southwest Pond Gold Project. And again, you can see all of the properties are strategically located along Newfound Gold's Queensway project, which has reported up to 126.2 grams per ton of gold in this region. And again, for additional details on each one of these properties, I would invite you guys to go in and take a look either on the company website or in the investor deck directly to really get a better understanding of what each one of these properties entails. Now, in addition to Ontario and Newfoundland, the company also has strategic projects in the province of Quebec. These include Detour Lake and Valentine Mountain, and both project areas are very active and successful exploration camps. Again, proximity matters here, you guys. Again, you'll see access to local infrastructure and the fact that the in-house technical personnel and key consultants live near sites. They're francophones, so they speak both French and English, and are connected with local services, contractors, and strategic connections. Now, as if all that wasn't exciting enough, another reason I wanted to get this video out is we just got some big news. It came out March 22nd in relation to Newfoundland Discovery expanding their presence in the Hearst Lithium District with a significant land package acquisition, which is going to increase their foothold nearly fourfold in the region. So again, this just came out last week, you guys, whereby the company, again, Newfoundland Discovery, has been granted the option to acquire 100% interest in what's known as the McNallie property, located again in the province of Ontario, Canada. And this property, which is situated about 54 kilometers north of Terrace Bay, spans 6,900 hectares, again with easy access to highways and logging roads, and in combination with the Sugary project in Ontario, which we talked about, again another lithium focus, the company now commands nearly 10,000 hectares in this favorable lithium exploration district. So this is an extremely exciting development, a big catalyst for the company, and you can see the CEO, Jeremy Prinzen, goes on to say, recognizing the opportunity presented by Brunswick Exploration's focus in the Hearst district, we have strategically acquired both the Sugary and Dickinson lithium properties to strengthen our position in this highly active lithium region. Our ever-increasing global demand for lithium metal, which we talked about, and green energy underscores the timeliness and importance of these acquisitions. The addition of the Dickinson property to our portfolio, combined with Sugary, again, commands nearly 10,000 hectares in the Hearst lithium district. And the geological characteristics of this property make it an exceptional opportunity for the exploration and potential development. Now, in terms of the actual details of the agreement, the company may acquire up to 100% interest in the property by paying a total of $128,000 and issuing an aggregate 1 million common shares of Newfoundland Discovery. And you can then see the key milestones or dates of the option agreement. So again, a massive addition to their already impressive and diversified portfolio of assets or properties here in Canada, and something that I know investors or potential investors in this company are going to be super excited about. Now, before I let you go, I wanted to take a quick look at the share structure here so you can see the 52-week range on Newfoundland Discovery is 33 cents down to about 3.5 cents. So although we've seen this jump in the last couple of weeks, you're still able to pick up shares for about a third of the 52-week high. So a very attractive entry point if you're looking for exposure to the lithium or gold exploration sector here in Canada. Market cap, as I mentioned, sub $15 million. And on a fully diluted basis, you're looking just shy of 100 million shares. So with that being said, you guys, I definitely think this is one you should have on your watch list. I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, some of the key highlights here or catalysts for Newfoundland Discovery, that first mover positioning in a rapidly expanding and growing lithium market, their experienced track record and partnership with very notable investors in the Canadian resource space. They've got a large diversified portfolio, which we talked about in today's presentation in terms of geographic location and the actual resources or targets they're looking for at these various different properties. And in addition to all of that, you've got the macro tailwinds for both the gold and lithium sectors, as we're seeing increasing demand, limited supply, and in the case of both gold and lithium, the price continuing to rise. So again, I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts on Newfoundland Discovery in the comment section below, specifically if you're already holding shares of this company. If you're still watching the video at this point, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you hit the like button. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We'd love to have you. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.